Good morning. It's anti-procrastination day. And you know what that means. We're in our kitchens. So let's get some stuff going. I have my little looking glass. Let's see who's getting in here. Yep. I love this thing. Robert, I said, honey, I need a looking glass to peer through like on Romper Room. He had a cousin that was a doobie. Anyway, there's Pam. Come on in, everybody. There's my sister. Get on in here. Sharon, y'all come on down, as they say on The Price is Right. Melanie, y'all get in here. Tracy, yeah, good morning. Helen, Christine, Kay, my middle name's Kay, K-A-Y-E. Linda, y'all come on in. Yep, it's anti-procrastination day, but first I want to talk to you a little bit about baby steps, and most of the time our perfectionism stops us from taking baby steps. And let me tell you, that perfectionism can really play havoc on you. Perfectionism ruins everything when all you really need to do is do one little thing. One little thing. Many years ago, I got a testimonial from a lady, and she was a large lady. She was in a bad way, in a really bad way, and she was trying to homeschool her children, but she hadn't been out of her house in a very long time. And so she started one thing, and that one thing is she would get up and go to her sink, and she would shine her sink. And at first she could only stand for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's all she could do, just 2 minutes. And so eventually she was able to stand for 5 minutes. And then she was able to stand for a little bit longer. And finally, she was able, after doing that one little thing, getting up and doing one little thing, she was able to get out of the house. She hadn't been out of the house in a lot of years, and she was able to go purchase curriculum for her children. Think about that. She was stuck in her house because of just sad reasons, and she started doing one thing. That's all we got to do. In fact, I was listening to Scott Adams' new book, Loser Think, and I bought 2 copies because I want to support the man. He fills my head with lots of wonderful thinking ways, and he was on this morning. I didn't get to hear him live, but I did get to listen to his podcast. He's on a book tour in New York City, and one of the things that he talked about, and those of us who watch him every day, he's pretty much written this book with us, talking to us about different things. And in this book, he discusses the same thing that I've been talking about for 20 years. It'll soon be 20 years I've been the fly lady. He discusses doing that one little thing, one micro baby step. He didn't even call it a baby step. It's one little piece of something. Let's just say if you need to get out of the house tomorrow, just get your clothes together. If you want to go to the gym, you want to try to go to the gym, just put your clothes together. And he just talks about one little thing. And we can all do one little thing. You have to look him up on Periscope. Periscope is an app. and you can do Scott Adams. And if you're on Twitter, he does Scott. He goes by Scott Adams Says, and he just reinforces everything we've been doing. There's Karen. We can do this. That's why I started with shining my sink. I mean, it was 21 years ago. I started shining my sink because I couldn't do everything. I knew I couldn't do everything, but I could do that one little thing. Go shine my sink. I could do that. So I shined my sink, and from that shiny sink and keeping that sink clean and shiny, the rest of my kitchen got clean. I worked my way around the kitchen, and the countertops got cleared. I cleaned off the clutter. I washed down canisters. I started loving my kitchen, and it was a one-butt kitchen, and it was a 25-year-old sink that was crusted with calcium deposits, and I was able to get that sink clean and shiny. And from that, other things happened. But the only thing I was required to do, and it wasn't even a requirement, it was just one thing I wanted to do. That one little thing was keep that sink clean and shiny. And when your sink is clean and shiny, the rest of the kitchen comes right along. You don't even know it's happening. And then it's done. And when your kitchen is clean, you don't mind getting in there and cooking dinner. You don't mind getting in there and making bone broth. That's what I've been doing yesterday, last night until about midnight. I worked on 2 big batches of bones, and I put them on to cook some more this morning because I didn't get all the goodness out of them. And so I'm going to pressure cook them for another 4 hours, and I'm going to get the good stuff out of it. But you see, even though I got a lot of stuff happening with Ben and my sister Dina, I know God has them in His hands. I know God has them. I have on my bracelet, I have 2 mustard seeds. I have this little mustard seed, and I have another mustard seed right here. This little mustard seed. And one is for Dina, and one is for Ben. And it's all it takes is the faith of a mustard seed to know that they are healed in Jesus' name. That's what I'm doing. And I feel calm. My friend sent me some videos this morning on YouTube that are meditations. So even if you can't download an app, she said the app was called Abide, and they're Christian meditations. And how do you know all the good stuff is out of the bones? Well, it's because you can still see the marrow in the bottom of the pan, and the marrow just has to be cooked and cooked and cooked. And that's where the good stuff comes from. In fact, that's the good stuff that makes your red blood cells. So think about doing one little thing that can change your life. For me, it was shining my sink. And this morning, Scott was talking about over the years, he's been paid, lots of compliments for his work. But he said there was one compliment that has stuck with him for decades. One compliment. And he said, this is something we can freely give to people. Not compliments that are fake. Compliments that are healthy and loving and reaching out and saying something kind. It doesn't hurt us to be kind to someone. And if you see something you can compliment in another person, do that, because you could change their life. You really could. So let's start taking those baby steps, little steps, to do one more thing. Just one thing. That's all we got to do. It's all we got to do. So please, 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 pick that one thing. I picked shining my sink. Maybe for you, it's getting up to go shine your sink that you haven't stood in a long time. We've got to get off our backsides. That's what Body Clutter, that book, is all about. And Leanne and I are working on this new book. And it is going to be so powerful. It is going to be so powerful to go along with our Body Clutter book. But it's how to get off the carousel of crazy. I got a great testimonial from another lady who was just doing one little thing. One little thing. So please, please don't allow your perfectionism to keep you stuck with the body clutter that's in your head. We can change that. We really can. We just have to do one little thing. One tiny little thing. So, today is Anti-Procrastination Day. What have you been procrastinating about? You know, our holiday mission is to get all those things you ordered. We got a great testimony from a lady who had gotten all of her, she had 25 presents to purchase over the last few months. She has purchased everything and they're all wrapped. So she has taken care of what she would procrastinate with. How cool is that, knowing that she's already placed all those orders? If you've got some things that you need to order, let's get them ordered. Let's get them ordered. So, it's Anti-Procrastination Day. We've been in our kitchen all week. And let's think about the things that need to be done in your kitchen. And we're just going to do one thing. We're just going to do one thing that you've been procrastinating about. And what is that one thing? I want you to go shine your sink. My sink is sparkling right now. It's absolutely beautiful. Because when I get through in the kitchen, I wipe my sink dry and I put my dish towel out to dry underneath the sink. And then when I get a bunch of dry dish towels, I'll do a load of laundry. So let's pick that one thing that you need to do in your kitchen. Is it clean your stove? Is it It's Wednesday. That is always a good day to clean out our refrigerators. Yep. Make some surprise chicken. You never know how that's going to turn out. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. The multi-one. I've got to try the multi-one on cleaning the inside glass of my stove. I posted that last night where they had taken a tool similar to the multi-one and had gone up between the two glasses that it was underneath. So this is what I'm going to do for anti-procrastination. I'm going to clean out the window because there's a cobweb in there, and I couldn't figure out how a spider got up in there to make a cobweb. And then I saw that there's an opening underneath the door. You may have to take off the blanking panel to do that, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it right now in a minute. So everybody, y'all get some things done today. With it being Anti-Procrastination Day, you ought to be able to just do one thing that you've been putting off. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've got to render down my bone broth and make it a little bit richer because I like it rich. And it's going to be fun. It's working its magic. Because my kitchen's clean and I don't mind getting in there and cooking because my kitchen is beautiful. So please, don't. How many of you said today, I don't have time? I don't have time. Yep, That's one of the things that perfectionism does to us. It's one of the things it does to us. It tells us we don't have time. What we're really saying is we don't have time to do it right. What is the blanking panel? It's that if you have a drawer underneath your stove, then you don't have a blanking panel. My sister's saying something about makeup, and I don't know what she's saying. So, yep, I got up and put my makeup on this morning. Yep, don't have much on. Don't have much on, but I got blush and I got lipstick. And so if you have a drawer, you pull it out and then you can get the brush up in under there. But if you don't have a drawer, sometimes there's just a little panel that snaps in place. That's the blanking panel. Anyway, let's get some things done today. I've got a lot of things I have to do. Finish packing up the car, and it's all going to be good. Oh, the makeup from yesterday. See, I've slept since then, y'all. I have slept since then. So, did y'all clean out your old makeup? What is the oldest makeup you found? I didn't have any old makeup. I had some that was 2 years old. That's what I got rid of. So, the oldest makeup. Yep. So, who found the oldest makeup? How old was everybody's makeup? Come on, y'all can tell me. We're going to laugh with you. We're going to laugh with you. We're not going to laugh at you. We're going to laugh with you. Because there's been some old makeup out there. Old makeup. Eyeshadow from the 80s. Oh my goodness. 2012. Yay. Get makeup from the 80s. Wow. Let's get that stuff out of the house. 1985. Some from 2007. That's a long time. I think the 80s wins. Yep, that's something. 2 years is about as old as I had. But hey, times change. They really do. 1975 blush. Wow, that's when I graduated from high school in 1974. Those colors are bright, yep. Oh my goodness. Y'all are amazing. Eyeshadow from 1987. I can't even imagine what color eyeshadow we wore back then. Yep, and makeup changes. Makeup changes. 1968. Oh my goodness. That's 40 years old. Wait, no. That's 60 years old. Y'all are fun. We just have to laugh. I posted a testimonial this morning where this lady and her husband were just laughing. The chinchillas got out of their cage. They didn't have a place to hide. All they could hide was behind the cage. The dog was downstairs. The dog was more upset over the chinchillas being out of the cage than they were. And they cleaned up the mess and then sat and laughed about it over coffee. So it's when you can laugh at yourself. Laugh every day. I live by 3 rules. To don't sweat the small stuff. What doesn't matter just doesn't matter. To laugh every day, even if it's at yourself. And then we're doing some laughing today. And to love like there's no tomorrow. Love like there is no tomorrow. So that's all we can do. So let's get rid of that old makeup. It's makeup can't be an antique, I promise. I promise. Can't be an antique. You got to let it go because it's dangerous to put on your face. My dear friend, thank goodness she went to the doctor and she got something so she quit breaking out in hives, and then she started putting coconut oil on her face. And she is much better, much better. So y'all just laugh and have fun and let it go. Let it go. Because there's really nothing else but love in the world. We can't beat ourselves up. That's what flying is all about. Finally loving yourself. Oh, perfume is even, you've got to get rid of old perfume. That stuff turns into a chemical vat. Ugh. It can get awful. So, wow. I find it an ecological dig 1,000 years from now. Wow, this is so funny, y'all. I'm glad you got rid of all the makeup. I'm proud of you. Blue mascara from the 80s. I remember blue mascara. I didn't wear any of it because it broke me out. But I am blessed to be allergic to a lot of makeup. I really am. Lotions turn brown. Ooh, ooh. Oh my. I don't think perfume's like fine wine. It doesn't get better with age. Sometimes wine turns to vinegar too. Y'all are amazing. So let's be thinking about what else we can declutter. Our lotions and potions and hair stuff. One time I helped Michelle get rid of some things, and I'd hold up a bottle and I'd say, well, tell me about this conditioner. And she said, well, it didn't do what it said it would do. But I paid $40 for that. And I said, but does it work? And she said, no. So we gathered up all of her, a big trash can, an outdoor trash can full of hair supplies. And we gave them to a friend who washed people's hair at the nursing home, who was a hairdresser, and she used these products on, and they weren't old products because she'd only been in her house for a little while, and so she had, it's always the newest, greatest solution, but you got to get rid of it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Bless somebody else with it. If it's new, if it's old, let's just put it in the trash and get on to the next thing. Tupperware, getting rid of old Tupperware you don't have the lids for. This is a good thing. Getting rid of old spices. One time Leanne did the spice, and since we're in the kitchen, we can do that for tomorrow. Let's go into our spice drawer and get rid of our old spices. Yep. And tomorrow you can tell me, and Patty remind me to ask them, what was the oldest spice you found? I did this for Leanne one time, and I found one that was Robert's from 1974. That's the year I graduated high school. So folks, let's have some fun and declutter at the same time. Declutter at the same time. Fresh spices, new to you spices, they're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You did the spices yesterday. Yay, Bobby, that's great. Stained Tupperware. And if it's in a can, it's old. Yep. Well, y'all get some stuff done today. Just take one little baby step. That's all you got to do. One little baby step, and then we piggyback on that one baby step and do one more thing, and one more thing, and one more thing. But we don't have to do it all at once. I practiced shining my sink for a whole month. A whole month. I love you all. I will see you at 1 o'clock on Leanne's show, and then I'll see you back again at 3 o'clock on tea time. And bring your tea, because this is when we're going to settle down, and I'll pull something out of my teapot. Let's see, how many have I got left? I got 3 left in my teapot and 2 left in my Wise Oh Wow. So, folks, we need some more topics. I love you all. See you later. My beeper's going off on my Instapot. That means I got to reset it again. Bye.